Hi viewers, you're watching Marriage Diaries on Lifestyle Plus TV. My name is Nyonuzazen Rebecca and I have in the studio Charlotte BC Afum. You are warmly welcome.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Okay. So, lovely viewers, today we have a story at hand. This story is coming from Gifty Asari from Kumasi. And you too, if you have a story or a problem, something you want us to also discuss, or you're having some problem and you also want to come on stage for us to talk about your story, I'd like you to call on this number and share your problem with us. 0256 414154. Now her problem goes like this. She says, "Hi, my name is Gifty Asari from Kumasi. I have lived with my husband for 10 years now, but he says he doesn't feel anything for me anymore. I have tried to appeal him in different ways, like changing my clothes, sleeping naked when he's on bed with me, changing my hairstyle every 3 days, and many more. But still, she went on by saying, I still feel I'm very beautiful and attractive because a lot of men hit on me every day, and I have many men or many more men who would want to have me today, but my man doesn't. I have prayed and prayed, but nothing. Kindly advise me on what to do next." So, Charlotte,
Yes.
This is a problem or a story from Gifty Asari.
Okay.
She says the husband doesn't feel or have feeling for her. And they have been married for 10 years now. So I asked myself a question that, what really went wrong? What really happened? Was it like that when they first started their marriage or the first year in their marriage? Why 10 years and now things have changed? Is it normal? Okay, so my first question is that, what will really make a man not to have feeling for his beautiful wife? I use that word beautiful because as she explained herself, she's very beautiful and attractive. And if a woman says, I'm beautiful, even men call me, which means she's still very attractive. So why? Why his man doesn't have feeling for her?
For her.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Yeah.
It could be that there's an attitude or character display that the man did not like.
Okay.
But even though he didn't like it, he decided not to inform the lady.
Okay.
Because if he is to communicate it with the lady would have known what the problem is.
Okay.
Then with that, it could easily be solved. But he held it to himself.
Okay.
Now, it could also be that due to poor communication in the marriage, we would not even be able to trace it if it starts from the beginning or the middle point or towards maybe or in their 10th year. We would not be able to tell exactly where it starts from. But all we could say is that there has been poor communication.
Okay.
So the husband does not communicate to the wife. The wife does not communicate to the husband because it takes two to fight.
Okay.
If the lady, if we were to be told that she tried talking to the man, sending messages, maybe or asked people to speak with him, then we would have said that the lady has also tried communicating to the man, but he did not. But there was nothing mentioned in the story that way. So that means that both of them couldn't play their role well due to communication. That is if you were considering communication. And also we could say that the lady was trying to appeal to the man in other ways.
Yeah, action.
But whilst the man's mind was far away.
Okay.
You know, everything comes from the mind. If the person's mind is not with you, the man's mind was not with Gifty. Therefore, whatever Gifty was doing, the man wouldn't say it.
Okay.
The man could be present with her, but the mind is far away. And we could say that maybe something has taken his mind. It could also be that the man is seeing someone else in town.
Okay.
And that is what occupies his mind. So whatever Gifty does, he wouldn't say it.
Okay. Wow. Whatever
Thank
she
you.
does. So you are trying to say there is poor communication in their home.
Yes.
Poor communication, types of communication. We have verbal communication and perhaps action. Yeah, action, sign language.
Yes, we have written.
Okay. So in this case, you are saying they lack verbal communication. Is that the point?
Not only, I'm not limiting it to only
Because
only
the reason
verbal.
why I said that, she's doing everything, dresses well, you know.
In terms
we
of
ladies, if you dress well, even a man driving will look at you, stare at you whilst driving. So her dressing is on point. Her hair, she keeps her hair clean every time, changes hairstyle, which is her glory. She's doing all this well, but the man still doesn't see her. And then what again? When they sleep on bed, the way she put it, which means they both sleep on the same bed. She even goes to the extent of sleeping naked.
Yes.
Wow. So, which man or who will say something like this and say, for me, no, just sleep somewhere, let me sleep somewhere. She's speaking, she's communicating.
She's doing one side. Okay, I agree with you that she was communicating in a way, but from the man's point, there could be lack of attraction.
Okay.
Something could make a man not to attract the wife. That is what was happening.
Okay.
And a Gifty doesn't know. She couldn't understand why and what the problem was. That I'm no longer attracting to my husband. And it's a clear point. Because that is there, whatever Gifty does, the man will not say it. That is why you have to go and work on him from his mind. So in this case, what Gifty could do, or what they can both do, is that they have to seek counseling, post-marital counseling. We do one
we'll
before.
Be coming back to that. But then, could it also be that the man is fed up with her?
It could be.
Because I've been with you first year, second, then we are in the 10th month. 10th year. 10th.
It could be that the man is fed up. So he's showing actions, or his interest is no more in the marriage. But, so those were the things I was saying that poor communication could do, lack of attraction could do. And also if the man is seeing another woman in town, it could take off his mind from home. So Gifty might just be there as a sister to him. As a sister to him. So what Gifty is expecting that, oh, we are married. Things should happen, would not happen. Because the mind is off Gifty.
So what should she do now, the lady?
Thank you. That is when they have to seek counseling. Both of them. It means that Gifty is not doing something right, and the man too is not doing something right. Or Gifty is doing something little right, but the man is not doing anything right. Or nothing, he's doing nothing right. But in all, the two need help. So both of them have to go to their counselor, the one who counseled them before marriage. During the premarital section, things came up. So the same counselor will be the best person to handle this issue, because he knows them and then he knows where the fault could come from. And if they both go to the same counselor, it's like on a neutral zone. far better than when they go to parents.
Okay.
Because if you report the case to your parents, somehow they might have that emotion for you and they may side, and then the problem wouldn't be solved. But when you go to a counselor, he will neither favor you or favor me.
Yes.
So the issue will be dealt with, and then there will be solution.
Okay.
So Gifty and the husband has to seek advice.
Okay.
When they get there too, whatever information they give to the counselor, that is the answer he will give back to them, or that's the advice he will give to them. So they need to speak the truth. How the issue is at home. You just narrate it that way and then leave the judgment for counselor to do and the advice for him to do. And so you don't go polishing anything.
Okay.
Yes, just
say it as it is.
Say it as it is. Then the counselor know what to do. Because if you go and tell wrong sickness to the doctor, he will give you a wrong injection. So just tell it how it is.
Yeah.
Don't exaggerate. Don't add. And do not subtract.
Yeah.
Then the counselor will do his work. And when it's done properly, you could see that there will be change. The man will change. Sometimes you get to the counseling section and the man will open up and will tell the truth. And then if that is done, then there should be an apology to whoever is at fault.
Okay.
Should render apology to the other person. And there should also be acceptance.
Okay.
Because if I'm at fault and then you drag me to the counselor and then I'll open up.
But do
you don't have to reject me.
To the counselor? Will he agree to go?
He will.
Okay.
Sometimes he might disrespect you at home, but for an outsider or for a pastor or for a counselor, he will give that respect, so he will go to the counselor.
Okay, to add to this, I think seeing the counselor will really work because she said she prayed.
Yes.
She has prayed, she has dressed herself up, polished herself well, positioned, packaged herself well, but things are not working well. So I also buy that idea of not going to see the family, but going to see a neutral person like a pastor, a counselor who will come in and then sit, talk to them. And it could also be that the man is having something within, bitterness against the woman.
Yes.
If not him seeing another woman or a lady, then it could be that maybe the woman has spoken something or has done something which the man is not happy about.
Yes.
Maybe it could be that Gifty has apologized. But then the man said, okay, I've heard, but within he has not given up. Could you say something more about that?
Yes. If it's about Gifty's attitude or the way she speaks to the husband, let's say if Gifty disrespects the husband and then she realizes it and apologizes to the husband, and the husband accepted or agrees, but did not forgive Gifty. If there's no forgiveness, that is when the issue drags. If truly the husband accepts her apology, Gifty's apology, and forgives her, then they should be able to move on. They should be able to let things be behind them, and then they come back as two, as one, with communication, sharing ideas, and then putting their plans before each other. So if the man didn't do that, that means he is the one causing the trouble at this point. Because we are all human. And then we can make mistake at any time. So when I make mistake and I didn't know, it's different. But when I know and I apologize, I show sign of regret. You should accept it. I would say Bible says we should forgive and forget. You know, so if you let the sun goes down on your anger, you're not doing good to yourself. You end up hurting yourself more than your wife or more than whoever you think you're doing it to. So it's best the man, for his own good, should forgive Gifty and then just get back, move on. Because if it happens that it's Gifty's speech that makes him angry, if you did not talk about it, if you hold it, what will you gain? And what will Gifty gain? The house will be quiet. And nobody benefits. And then the purpose of both of you being together will not be achieved. So it's best we deal with issues quickly, as early as possible. Then...
That's the medicine.
Yes.
Okay, thanks so much. So the advice to the man is?
Advice to the man is that he has to be soft in heart.
Okay.
He has to take the wife as his wife.
Okay.
That he is the main boss in the house, the leader. So to have a change, it depends on individual. I should say to myself, the man should say to himself, he needed to change.
Okay.
And when he has come to that point that he sees that he has to change, that is when he can change.
Okay.
Because if it's in his mind that he wants to change, he can change. Okay. If it's in my mind that I want to change, and then you said don't change, you'll not achieve anything. So it depends on me to say to myself, yes, I want to do it. Yes, I'm ready to do it. Then there could be change. And then we all have to work on ourselves. Gifty has to work on herself. The man has to work on himself. And when that happens, then we are okay. And then forgiveness. Forgiveness is a key. You forgive, you are strong, and you are better off. And it becomes your experience that you can share with someone else. But if you hold it, what can you tell somebody? If someone hurts you, don't forgive, you can't say it. So you'll be at one point. So we should forgive one another. And then we should learn to love one another. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Charlotte Bisiafu. And viewers, I hope Grace or Gifty has also learned something out from this. So sit back and then talk to your husband or go for counseling. I think counseling will help in this situation. And also, we're talking to Mr. Asari, that when the counseling happens, we would like you to forgive Gifty and then love her. Okay, Charlotte.
Yes.
I would like to also ask, because Gifty said she's very attractive and men out there are calling her, even every day, at least one or two people or men call her. So what if she comes to conclusion or it dawned on her mind to go after one of those men, or a friend advise her to go in for those other men, so that at least it will make the man also feel jealous, his husband, to be jealous, because he doesn't have time for her or attention or attraction for her. So other men out there have time for her or are feeling for her. So don't you think she could do something like that?
Thank you, Rebecca. It's said that it's not all that glitters is gold.
Okay.
You might think the men there are all over you. Okay? It's true that your husband might not adore you as you want, and other men will do. But you are treading on a dangerous zone. Because if that marriage in which you're in, that you're doing everything possible to have your man back, because of that you have to dress to attract him, you have to change your hairstyle, and you're paying for it. So if you will leave all that and then go for other men or another man for your husband to be jealous, it might work for you or it might not work for you. One, your husband may be at the point that he wants to come back to you fully. That is the time he will see you with the other man. What explanation will you give? What can you say about that? Will you now go to him and said, oh, my husband, I'm sorry. I was just trying something. Or I'm trying to test you. You will not have time to give any of that explanation. So it's not best for you to play such dangerous games.
Especially
in marriage. Yes, in marriage, some games are not tried at all. Because when you try it and you lose everything. Because your husband is at the point, let's say it's between two things or between two of you, but you really want him. And then God might also be on your side because you are the wife. Okay, and then God will fight that battle for you. So you have to remain pure. You have to remain pure and stable. Don't move. And then keep track. Just keep hoping that it will work and it will work for you.
Wow. Which means ladies have to endure a lot. They
have to endure a lot. That is if you cherish the marriage, what you have. And it's also good that what we have, we should appreciate it and we should cherish it. At that point, that is what you have. The other men, they might like you, they might admire you and tell you other sweet things. One, because they are also new to you. Okay, when you also end up being with them in the 10th year, you don't know what will happen. So you got to exercise patience and say to yourself that I'm not going to try anything. I will just wait for my husband to return and I'll embrace him.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Charlotte. Viewers, I hope you enjoyed this story. If you also have something to share with us, your story, something that is bothering you, like I said, you can also call or bring in your comments on this number 0256 414154. You're watching Marriage Diaries on Lifestyle Plus TV. I'd like you to subscribe to our channel and send in your likes, your comments, so that everything will be moving on smoothly. Thanks so much, Charlotte BC Afum, for coming.
You're welcome.
God richly bless you.
You're welcome.
So join us once again on our next episode. Thank you. My name is Nyonozaze Rebecca. Ciao.